Hello indie game fans! As I was putting together this video on even more fantastic looking pixel art indie games, I came to the realization that all of these have a date of 2020 and beyond. So unwittingly, we stumbled upon the first video covering games for next year. So here are 10 upcoming pixel art indie games for 2020 and beyond. Primal Light is an action platformer where you play as a mysterious blue creature having to traverse the world while leaving behind a path of bodies in your wake. Unfortunately for us, this is not a Metroidvania, but rather a linear action platformer, but it does promise new acrobatic abilities as you progress, with upgrades, passive abilities, and hidden secrets. Really love the pixel art of the skulls in this. Little Hellions is a local multiplayer game where, as with tradition in the genre, involves screwing over your opponents. The main mechanic here involves swapping places with the other players, so there's actually a strange reverse mentality that you need to get into, since you need to first put yourself in danger before swapping out. Kind of a neat idea, and looks like fun with friends, but as with the case with all my pixel art picks, really love the look. I recently got a press release on the Slormancer, which contributed in part to this video, since this is a pixel art action RPG that has you playing as the knight, huntress or mage, and taking on the hordes of enemies led by the eponymous Slormancer. As a Diablo-like game, this promises 120 weapons and 150 pointed skill tree, endless loot and an infinite upgrade system, and even flexibility in respeccing your character, and looks like a ton of fun. iDracula Genesis is a roguelite twin-stick shooter that combines the occult and the post-apocalypse with modern-day weapons and devices. There is a modification upgrade system for every weapon, allowing you to add multiple mods that do interact with each other, but the general progress of development on this game seems to be a little slow. You guys know that I'm not the biggest fan of horror games, but I may just make an exception for Lamentum. Set in New England in the mid-19th century, in the spooky Growl Hill mansion, seek out the cure for a rare disease while fending off the monstrosities that lay within. The developer cites Silent Hill, Resident Evil, and even the Cthulhu mythos as inspirations, so I certainly hope that it lives up to that high bar. Critical to all of this is that the environment itself must become a character, so we'll see on this. It's gory, disturbing, and frankly kind of gross, but perfect for the horror game genre. Small Saga is set in a medieval world below London in a place known as Rodentia, where all manner of vermin live and exist. An RPG of miniature proportions, this combines two of my favorite things in beautiful pixel art and classic JRPG combat. The cleverest thing about this is how the minds adapt our human tools and items into armor and weapons, such as our protagonist wielding a Swiss army knife and even a pyromancer wielding a lighter. The contrast of the medieval, rodent world with the cast-offs of our modern human society is very fascinating to me, and I really can't wait to check this out. Theropods has long been in development and is still slated for a 2021 release. Gorgeous pixel art point-and-click adventure game set in a world where prehistoric humans and dinosaurs coexist. This is as much of a retro throwback as I ever saw one. Love pixel art, dinosaurs, and puzzles, and to me, this is one of the finest examples of using the medium. Pretty intriguing sci-fi twist shown in the trailer as well, so this did capture my interest. I happened to come across Lenna's Inception on Twitter the other day and was immediately smitten with the look. think Zelda mixed with The Messenger, and you will get an idea of what this is, since it combines classic action-adventure gameplay with the ability to switch between the 8 and 16-bit art styles. The legendary hero is dead and the kingdom in turmoil, so the tutor of said legendary hero must then take up the mantle and defeat the 8 archangels to bring order through the world. The whole glitch concept looks quite interesting, since as with Tusker's Number Adventure covered previously, this could result in some clever game design. Think kingdom crossed with reigns, and you have, yes, your grace. Playing as the monarch of a kingdom, make decisions, manage resources, and ensure the survival of your kingdom. As with all good medieval sims, you need to forge alliances, train your military, and prepare for anything that comes your way. One additional wrinkle that you have to consider here is that monsters from Slavic mythology and magic are very much real in this world, so should be quite the challenge. Other Her Loving Embrace is an RPG with a twist, combining turn-based combat with stylish action, and I always love it when games subvert expectations. User Tractors Use pointed this game out on the Discord channel, and I fell in love with it immediately, so do join the server for more indie game chat. I believe that there should be some sort of Undertale inspiration in this, but the combination of puzzles and exploration in the overworld and the combat screen, which then switches to an action platformer type combat, looks super interesting, reminding me just a little of some GBA games. As of recording, this is currently on Kickstarter at about 43% funded, but as always, back this at your own risk, but I'm fairly certain that this will turn out great. For more upcoming indie games, check out the previous video or click on the recommended playlist, and I will see you after the jump.